All right, fifth graders, we're going to review some rhythm symbols. If you remember these, great. And if you don't, that's okay. If you never learn them, that's also okay. Don't worry about it. Nobody panic. I promise you'll learn them throughout this whole year, and we will work on it a bunch. We use something called the Eastman counting system that uses numbers to label the rhythm in music. If you've never done it before, again, totally fine. You'll learn it as we go. Today is not the only day you're going to do rhythm. You'll do rhythm a bunch. Okay, so some things to remember. This hashtag means number. It's just easier than writing out the word number. The plus sign is and. We'll use those when we start dividing the notes or the beats into different notes. And notes make sounds while rests are silent. This is the first note we're going to talk about. It's got a closed note head, that means it's filled in, and a stem. This is our quarter note. The quarter note takes up one beat. So we're going to give it, in our counting, a number. We'll write that by a hashtag because it doesn't matter what number, it's going to be a number. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be any number, but it's going to be a number because it takes up one whole beat. This is its rest it goes along with. Okay, the quarter rest also takes up a beat. It also is going to get a number, but it's going to get a silent number. So you'll say the number, but no sound will come out. So if we're counting quarter notes, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're counting rest, it would be like, those were 4 beats of silence or 4 beats of rest. I was still mouthing or saying 1, 2, 3, 4, but no sound was coming out of my mouth. These two notes stuck together are our eighth notes. They're smaller than a quarter note. 2 of these eighth notes fit inside the same amount of space as one quarter note. Together, they take up one beat, but there's 2 sounds per beat. So we give the first one our hashtag, number. Remember, it's a number. Our first one gets a number. The second one gets the and. So when you count them, it would be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Even smaller are the 16th notes. Now we have 4 of them squished into one beat. The first one is still going to get the number. If we jump all the way over to this middle one, that's going to be our and. And we need to add sounds for those other 2. So we call them 1 E and a. So if we're counting them, it'd be like 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Those are our 16th notes. Now we're going to get bigger than a quarter note. This is a half note. A half note takes up 2 beats. So when we give it its counting, we're going to start on a number and draw a line to the next number. So it'd be like 1, 2, or 2, 3, or 3, 4. It takes up 2 beats. The rest that goes with it looks like this. It's a half rest. I remember it because it looks like a hat, and half and hat kind of sound the same. It also gets 2 beats, but they are 2 silent beats, like or. Now this is our biggest note. This is a whole note. It takes up all 4 beats. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all 4 beats. The rest that goes with it looks like this. It kind of looks like a half rest that's upside down. Remember, half looks like a hat. This one looks like you're walking along the line, and you fall into a hole. That's how I remember it's called a whole rest. It also gets 4 beats, but those will be 4 beats of silence. Now, if you remembered all of these things and you know all of this stuff, awesome. If you don't, still okay, because we're going to learn them. This is just a really quick, simple review.